with all the things that we've been hearing as of late revolving around Diddy and these white parties and these after parties, these freak offs and everything, one question still remains. Who the hell brings a 6-year-old to a white party?
PASCAL, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal.
What's up, y'all? Listen, I know there's been a lot of craziness that's been going on. And of course, we've been hearing a lot about parties. We've been hearing a lot about these freak offs. We've been hearing a lot about Diddy. We've been hearing a lot about these 120 different individuals, these victims that are stepping forward on top of the 13 that have stepped forward already. It has been absolutely crazy. But now I'm a bit flabbergasted because now we're getting a story of a 6-year-old that was a guest at his white parties. First off, I already said it in the beginning, but why would anyone bring any child to any of Diddy's parties? Let's be real. No child should ever be at these parties. Not never. But apparently, this 6-year-old kid by the name of Justin Litovsky, hopefully I'm saying that correct, Litovsky, is one of the kids, well, he's now 30, but one of the kids that actually was there and saw a whole bunch of things like paraphernalia, substances, women without their clothes on. And he says everywhere. So we got to get into this article because this is crazy, but you can even see in just this still of this video here. Okay, kids being held up, they're wearing all white. So hey, it's a fair assessment that they're at the white party too. These are kids, y'all. Kids. This is wild. And I get it. Parents want to let loose and have a good time too, but this is why we have babysitters, y'all. This is why we have babysitters. But let's get into this. Okay. So he certainly had a July 4th weekend to tell his school pals about. But here's the thing, though. If he really did, he's 6 years old. I don't think he really knows about the birds and the bees like that. Does he? I mean, he's 6. Would he really be that advanced, to know everything? This is in the 90s, y'all, right? It's not like how it is nowadays. So I wouldn't assume that. I think the kid didn't know a damn thing that was going on, but just saw a lot of stuff that he shouldn't have seen, period, in the first place. But Sean Diddy Combs' white parties in the Hamptons were not known for being family friendly. Yet, by the way, that's true. Obviously, we now know he was partying. They were all kicking it, okay? Substances flying everywhere, okay? Women flying everywhere, and the man's flying everywhere, right? So, but here's the thing, though. There is a video of him actually talking to people, making an announcement. He's sitting on the balcony or standing on the balcony. He's talking to him on a microphone. He's like, yeah, kids, at a certain time, kids got to go. He even says it. You know what I mean? And I know that's one party, okay? But at the same time, he clearly has had kids at his parties before, aside from the alleged freak-offs, which is a whole other unbelievable thing. But he has been saying, or is caught on video addressing parents like, hey, at a certain time, kids got to go because that's when the parents start to party. So that's very interesting as well. But we already know that Justin Litovsky, the guy who's giving us this account when he was 6 years old, what he saw, okay, rapidly found out when he was just 6 years old, okay, with well-connected parents. They unknowingly attended Diddy's July 3rd, 1999 afternoon barbecue, in quotes, only to find it loaded with revelers literally partying like it's 1999. I like how they did that, R.I.P. Prince, R.I.P. But moving on, says, I remember a lot of, I got to use these code words, but I remember a lot of trees, a lot of smoke, okay? And a bunch of women in their birthday suits in the pool and around the pool. This is what a 6-year-old kid saw. He's not thinking about anything, in that kind, anything spicy. He's 6, right? So what does he do? He says, I actually wanted to get in. Anytime we went anywhere near or with a pool, I wanted to swim. Clearly, naturally, like a normal 6-year-old boy. But no 6-year-old boy should be seeing tatas just flapping out there in the wind. No, Okay, free as a bird. Nah. At the time, Justin said, I didn't know if teas were a good thing or a bad thing, but I hoped to jump in. And this is, of course, a photo of him right here with Diddy, with the diddler. Okay, 6 years old, and him sitting there saying he saw all kinds of stuff around him. Of course, Diddy with Lil Kim. All right, this is Donna Karen, DKNY, for those of y'all who may not be savvy. Okay, and then of course there's some women who are models that were walking around serving people, part of the staff. But one thing we all learned as well is that a lot of there was a lot of color codes. So if you were wearing white, you were doing something. If you were wearing black, you were for something else. And that's something I think that we've all been starting to learn as of late as well. And it's pretty crazy. So I'm wondering if these girls ever were a part of the after parties at all, or if they got out scot-free. I am actually kind of curious about that. And I wonder if any of these women that are depicted in this photo, if they have stories to tell or if they have filed anything, right? Well, let's continue on. Okay, so the mother of Justin did not have much to mull over. I did not give my son the opportunity to get in there into the pool. There were bottles everywhere and women not wearing clothes. I wasn't sure if this was appropriate or normal. It's not appropriate. It's not normal. I can say that, and we all can agree on that. I wondered about how kids were allowed into the party to begin with. Absolutely. Guests included, Jay-Z, okay? Donna Karen, Lil Kim, Tyson Beckford, okay? With a not very child appropriate t-shirt that blasted Giuliani, okay? It said F Giuliani. You see Leonardo DiCaprio. It's clearly buzzing hard. Looks like they're all buzzing pretty hard if you really ask me, okay? Diddy would go to set a kid curfew at future parties. Interesting. Like I just said a second ago, right? He's like, hey, y'all got to leave. Kids got to leave at a certain time. It says here, if child welfare come here in 30 minutes, that's on y'all. He had joked from his Hamptons balcony in 2007. The video I'm talking about, where he's standing on the balcony. He's like, y'all got to leave. Once the sun goes down, once a certain time happens, y'all got to go, right? My kids are downstairs 15 minutes. The kids have to go. But in 1999, Justin remembers being the sole grammar schooler. I don't remember seeing one other child. I'm normally the type that would go play with other kids. Yeah, look at that. Tyson Beckford. Boom. F. Giuliani. Okay, you saw Jay-Z up there too. All right. If a minor in attendance was a problem for Diddy, guests would never know it. Justin and Maya were there with the photographer David Allen, the father to Justin and the husband to Maya. Allen remembers buzzing around the hoedown, snagging pictures of celebrities as was his job. As evidenced by the pictures obtained by the Post, Diddy, sunglassed, surly looking, was happy to pose for a picture with Justin. And you saw that photo. But now everything's starting to bite him in the butt. Justin, who said his father got him in pictures with lots of celebs, including Magic Johnson and the sort, found the Diddy experience a bit of a mixed bag. I don't look like I have a normal smile in the pic, he said, perhaps disturbed by some of the adult goings-ons around him. Now, of course, we already know about all this, him being arrested and whatnot. Back in 1999, Justin and his parents handled the elite bash by moving away from the smoke of tree, okay? Bottles of booze and sun worshiping libertines without their tops. They didn't drink. They didn't think much of it back then. Recently, though, obviously the charges leveled against Diddy, they can't help but wonder what they got themselves into. We didn't see people having the hibbity dibbity, but we left at 9:30 p.m. The party continued and nobody was getting out of the pool. So who knows what happened? Now, again, why in the world would you ever bring a child to an event like this? Now, I'm not blaming the parents, okay? But I feel like this is something that should have been a huge wake up call for everybody. Diddy should have known to say this is an adult party, kids aren't allowed. Or they should have known to leave all the paraphernalia, leave all the crazy stuff, leave your clothes on until the kids go. Let's be real. Let's forget crimes being committed, okay? Let's forget the crimes that he's alleged of committing. Let's just look at the brass tacks here. You got a 6-year-old running around in this party with a whole bunch of people kicking it and doing a lot of adult activity. This is not a place for a kid to be looking at that. Why didn't you say at a particular time, kids got to go, and then we can pull out all the other party favors and y'all can y'all can all strip down and get crazy. But he didn't do that. He allowed this to happen. He allowed this stuff to be out there for that kid and for any other kids to see with their own two eyes. That's insane. Okay? It's absolutely crazy. And I can't believe that a 6-year-old, who brings a 6-year-old to a damn adult party like a Diddy party? Who does that? And who, as a host, allows that type of thing to happen? As soon as they walked up to the door, bing bong, and Diddy opens half drunk, he should have said, no, I'm sorry, you guys are going to have to leave. This is not a party for kids. This is an adults only party. He should have said that and kept it moving. Okay? That's what it should have happened, but it didn't. Anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. What are your thoughts? Okay? And I also will say this too. Lucky for that 6-year-old kid, now 30-year-old man doesn't have a different story to tell. To me, he dodged a bullet. That's what I think too. Anyway, comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to crush that subscribe button. Of course, hit that follow button if you're watching on other platforms. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family on those platforms. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. We'll talk soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.